Phil, I would love to know what you think about AI musicians.
AI musicians or...
So this is Warner Music Group signs a record deal with first AI pop singer.
So I could have sworn that they did that before. Like, this has happened before. There was a...
Not this record label. So FN Mecca was a rapper that was an AI rapper that
just
got
started
signed.
Swearing, right?
Yes.
And they were like, we can't break. Hold on.
And they got in
They're like,
trouble.
listen to all this rap, and then he starts swearing with all these N-words, and they're like, why did that happen? I don't understand.
The crazy part is, know why they were so mad about that? Because it was white people that programmed him, and they were saying it was racist for a white programmer to make a black AI rapper.
I thought the AI was white too.
Yes. No. The rapper was.
The rapper was black?
It looked like he was modeled after Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Okay.
But
But the thing is, it's like they're just like, oh, hey, you know.
So it's
listen to all this rap, and then when it starts doing stuff that sounds like rap, they're like, hold on, not like that.
Not that way.
This is crazy because so this is an Instagram influencer named Nunori. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. She never ages, never gets tired, never sleeps. She also doesn't eat, and anything can grow a 6-pack of abdominals on a whim. Excuse me.
Sounds
I'm
like
sorry.
something you don't want to piss off.
She also only
Tired,
exists.
never needs to eat.
It's terrifying.
She also only exists
T1000.
as a digital entity on the internet. She has just released her debut single called Dominoes after signing a record deal with Warner Brothers Central Europe. Nunori is a first-of-its-kind digital influencer to secure a major record deal. She has a full face with unbelievably wide eyes and tiny nose. I love this part. Trademarks of conventional and unattainable beauty standards. You ladies can't win. The real women give you unattainable beauty standards. The fake AI women give you unattainable beauty standards. What's a lady got to do?
Just be you, man.
Yeah. It says, according to her profile on Virtual Humans, she's a vegan. She's an AI vegan.
No, I can't. She's got blue hair and she's a vegan.
She advocates for sustainable fashion and doesn't wear furs when campaigning for a fashion brand. She has actual contracts with fashion labels.
They need to let 4chan have her for a day.
Yeah.
Fix all that vegan stuff.
So, like, we're kind of just pushing this way. I've made the point before. It's like, I feel like the trend of like TikTok speeding up music where it no longer even sounds like the artist anymore. It's just pushing us further into this realm that desensitizes people from actual music where everything just starts to sound alike. And we're getting away. I feel like there was the guy does an interview with a kid on the street. He goes, who's your favorite musician? And the kid goes, I don't know, just like hip hop on Spotify. And the guy was just mortified. He's like, you don't have a favorite artist? Like, we're moving farther and farther from personalization and away from the fact that, like, let's face it, Nunori's never going on strike.
So, okay, I got a question for you guys. The three of you guys, like, when you listen to something that is really, really, really good, do you get your hair stand on end on your arm and stuff?
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
love music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
It affects me.
Of course.
Because I feel like you can't get that with like these little snippets that you have on for TikToks and stuff, right? Like if you only have like 30 seconds,
It's a tease.
it is. And I mean, I'm the first guy, like when we're in my band, the first thing I'm thinking about is the chorus, right? I'm the singer. And the chorus is the hook. That's the thing people want. I know how songs are written. The first thing I'm thinking about is the chorus good. But still, like, if there isn't the other stuff, the chorus is good, but it's not the same without it. And I feel like if you're listening to music and music is more a soundtrack for videos, it's like you're not really listening to music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're not experiencing it.
It's a different experience than listening to watching a video with a soundtrack. Even if it's a pop song, is a different experience. So
Yeah, it used to be that if you wanted to make it, your music had to be good. But now if you want to make it, you have to gear it towards TikToks. And that's like that you maybe have 30 seconds to catch people and the rest of the song doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Also, like, I've noticed, like, it seems like they found like this formula for Spotify where it's like there's a big trend, like music, like songs are like 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Under 3 minutes, 3-verse songs are like a thing of the past for a lot of artists anymore. Two verses. You're not getting.
In fact, you can do a full verse for verse one, do chorus. Your second verse can be a half verse, and then your chorus do a double chorus.
Yeah.
Or well, you do
Interesting.
actually usually that right. You'll do a single chorus, then you'll go to your bridge, then you'll go double chorus out. But like you can really get lean on content if you've got a really good chorus, a really good hook that people
Yeah.
really want to hear. You can really cut back on what's actually in the song if you want to. You don't have to. But I'm just saying you can.
I like the whole. I like listening to Tool. Like those are long songs. I
Tool
can really
is-
absorb into it.
Tool is like a multi-course meal,
Yeah.
and like pop
Deftones
songs.
too.
Deftones, yes.
Pop songs are like fast food.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, Cheap Trick.
I was listening to like Rosemary by the Deftones earlier, and it's like 7 minutes long, and I'm like, this rules because it's like you go through kind of a roller coaster by the
Yeah.
time you get to the end of the song. But here's the thing. A lot of artists back in the day had managers that had to worry about their artist behavior if they were misbehaving, and you don't have to worry about that with Ninori, assuming that that's how you pronounce it, because your AI pop star is going to behave however you want them to behave. It's going to have the social causes that you want them to have. These AI influencers have like charities they raise money for. Like it's for a generation of kids raised on Cocomelon, right? Like it's like we're going slowly away from anything human and going towards all mechanical.
I would love for them to create like artificial controversy. Like she goes through a divorce, like she gets arrested,
By her
shaves her
favorite
head.
She's on an AI version of Cops, running away from the cops, and,
Yes.
and on AI TMZ where they're reporting on what's going on in her
Yeah.
life. But she's going to be scandal free, and we've talked a lot about how like that's a big part of like the K-pop scene, right? Is they have to be scandal free because they're supposed to have strong images that reflect the country's
But
values.
is that
That's
really
the-
what people like? Is that what people like to see?
Not
I
Americans.
feel like, yeah. I mean, generally though, I feel like if something is too surface level and squeaky clean, people lose interest because it's just not relatable.
But this will be for the kids, right? They're going to do this because they're going to push this towards children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right, but that's contextual. Like for a place like Korea, like the law is and custom and stuff like that is far more strict
Yeah.
than it is here in the U.S. So I feel like that it makes sense that like because I know a lot of people that work in work for Japanese bands, the people in baby metal and stuff like that. They're really, 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 really strict. So there's this guy that was a Japanese guy in America with a Japanese person, smoked pot in America in a place where it's legal to smoke pot. And he got fired when he got back to Japan because you can't smoke pot in Japan, and you can't break Japan's laws when you're abroad.
And then after
those
John
kind of
Lennon?
things- Well, John, I think they tried to get into Japan with weed.
Ah,
and so they were
can't
like,
do it.
and that's why like the Beatles, like it's Paul McCartney, and
Paul-
Paul McCartney's
okay, not John
still
Lennon.
not allowed in Japan.
Paul McCartney.
Sir Paul McCartney is not allowed in Japan because he
Wild.
tried to get in with weed one time, like in the '60s or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, like
Talk about a grudge.
like the type of society does matter because it's crazy that you go to jail because you smoked pot in a
Yeah.
country where it's legal to smoke pot, but it's illegal in your country. So but they don't mess around because you're a representative of Japan.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true.
Yeah.
So,
Also, if you're wondering if it's going to keep going farther, Drake and The Weeknd AI collaboration is Grammy bound. They're saying that the CEO is saying that it's fair game. They're going to submit did you ever hear the Drake and The Weeknd AI song where it's not actually them? I think we talked about it on here. I'll put it up here. You can hear it. I'm not sure if this will be copyrighted, but.
I came in with my ex like Selena, the flex, ayy. Bumping Justin Bieber, the fever and left, ayy. She know what she need, or she blessed, ayy. Giving me my best, ayy. Yeah.
Not actually him singing, and they're saying that can be submitted for a Grammy.
Wow.
Yeah. The anonymous human creator behind the track, his name's Ghostwriter, submitted it for both Song of the Year and Best Rap Song of the 66 Grammy nominations. I bet you this becomes more commonplace.
Best AI song.
That's what they'll have to do. If they give a Best AI category before the Oscars gives a Best Stuntman category, I will riot.
the fact like the Grammys are really like an inside baseball kind of thing.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with whether or not anything's good or whether or not people like it or whether or not it sells a lot. The Grammys are all a bunch of people that get together and they say, this guy's popular, we like them, we want to promote these people, et cetera, et cetera. It has nothing to do with record sales or any of that kind of stuff.
Also,
at all. It's
The
all
Weeknd-
about who's cool.
Yeah. The Weeknd and Drake don't go to the Grammys and they don't submit their stuff. They're like anti-Grammys.
Lamb of God's vocalist Randy did the most ballsy thing ever. He didn't go. They won, and then he auctioned it off and gave the money away. Badass.
savage.
Not,
Oh
like
my
all
gosh.
that remains would never get, because like it's like a, you know, there's a you know, if you're a cool band you can, but whatever. But like All That Remains would never get nominated. But if All That Remains did, I would not go. I would do the same shit.
You'd
that
do the
Randy
same
did.
thing.
That rules.
It's
That's
metal.
the
So
coolest
much
thing
cooler.
Super
ever.
metal, yeah.
The coolest thing he could have done is just not go, take
Yep.
that and give it up.
Don't wanna play
because
games.
like gold records, those kind of things matter.
Mm-hmm.
Like platinum records, those kind of things matter because that's people actually parting with their money to purchase your stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right? The Grammys and stuff, that's just awards from people in the music industry that are going to sniff that or sniffing their own butts. That's all it is. It means nothing at all except for the industry approves of you. If you get a gold record or a platinum record, that kind of stuff matters because that's like people buy your music. People like it, you know?
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
you think we're just getting away from the human element in a lot of ways? Like the studios, I see why the studios want it. The studios want it because they can pay less. It's kind of the same concept that they have now. Instead of shooting things practical, they're like, we'll just do it in post. We'll do special effects. We'll put it on a green screen because it's easier to do it in a controlled environment that they can do. It costs more money, but it's just easier. Now it's both going to be cheaper to not have to hire real people. Plus the, new Nori will never be late for a concert because she overslept or got drunk
Yeah.
the night before.
Yep.
Like are they going to do concerts? We're now about to talk about Taylor Swift having possibly $100 million opening weekend for her movie.
Awesome.
If they can do this type of thing where they don't even they can have digital concerts with somebody who's not even real, and that person gets them the same kind of shine that they got from when they had actual celebrities that were just real people, but without any of the burden that comes from the fallibility that is being human. Like these companies will start being even more risk averse and even more anti-human. I think,
Yeah.
and that's kind of sad and depressing.
Sucks.
When you actually think about it, it's not really all that fun to think about a world where, like, a lot of people love the comeback story. Like, imagine they have to give new Nori her own bad girl phase after being a Disney star.
Yeah.
Right? Like, nobody gets the redemption arc if you never screw
Right,
up.
right.
Though I do believe in a lot of cases that, like, we don't value redemption arcs the way we used to. At least the internet
don't know,
doesn't.
man.
The internet doesn't.
Charlie Sheen is okay. Tony
He let his daughter do OnlyFans with her mom.
I didn't. I tell you,
He
listen.
didn't let
I was gonna say
mom?
with his mom, there was no letting in that at
Yeah.
all. Like if he tried to stop, he would go to jail.
Well, no, he criticized it, and then they basically shamed him, and he's like, "Oh, I was wrong." I just feel like the redemption arc isn't given the love it used to be given. I want Ninori to develop some type of bad habit, a digital bad habit. She can do digital heroin and then get well, I'm not saying this about a real person, so this is okay. And then she can go to digital rehab and record a digital acoustic album.
Did it work for Britney Spears? Was she allowed to
No.
have a redemption arc, but it just took too long and people
Free Britney was her
Lost interest?
Free Britney was her redemption arc. That she
you
kind
get
of-
one chance.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.